Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So guys, I wanted to bring out my inner New York Southern self today, and I wanted to show you guys a really delicious recipe. I'm going to show you guys how to do some fried green tomatoes. So fun fact about the green tomatoes, I went to probably about 10 stores looking for these little cuties, and I couldn't find them anywhere, even the farmers markets, which is weird. Here in Tennessee, you would think they would have a whole bunch of green tomatoes, but I did eventually find them, and I'm super excited because I really wanted to show you how to do this recipe. Really quick and easy and fun to make. So you're going to need some green tomatoes, of course. You're going to need some pepper, salt, a little red cayenne pepper. You're going to need some eggs. You're going to need some buttermilk. And then you're going to need, in this bowl, I just have some Italian breadcrumbs. And then over here I have some yellow cornmeal, okay? And then over here I just have my all-purpose flour that we're going to be seasoning. And that's it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, of course, is wash your green tomatoes really good. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut these probably about a ½ inch thickness, okay? Not too thick, not too thin, and I'll show you. So, maybe about that. You don't want them too thin, but you don't want them too thick, okay? So at this point, what you want to do is get yourself a couple of racks and just put them over something. And what we're going to do is we're going to salt these, okay? We want to take the extra moisture out of these tomatoes. So I'm just going to place them on my rack. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, we're just going to salt them to draw out any extra moisture on them before we fry them. And if you guys have never had fried green tomatoes, you guys are missing out. You're going to love this recipe. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take some salt. I have just some regular kosher salt here. And just sprinkle each slice. Alright, and I'm going to let these sit for maybe 10-15 minutes. And I will bring you guys back and we'll work on our next step. Okay guys, so while my tomatoes are up there resting, I'm going to show you how to work on your breading station, okay? So again, this is just some Italian breadcrumbs and cornmeal. I'm just going to go ahead and mix that together. Alright, so that's perfect. We'll work on our flour, and what we're going to do is we're going to season the flour. And I will have all the measurements and ingredients in the description box for you guys, okay? So we're going to I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of salt. Not too much because we're going to salt after we fry them. I'm going to do some black pepper. Maybe a teaspoon because we're going to be adding the cayenne. Now the cayenne is of course to your taste. How spicy you guys want it. Now I've also done this with Cajun seasoning, which is really good, and I've also done this with Creole seasoning, which is really good. But I'm just going to do simple, normal, southern fried green tomatoes. And like I said, you guys can add whatever spices you guys want. I'm going to do a ½ teaspoon of the cayenne. You don't want it too spicy because, as you know, the people in my family are wusses. They don't like heat. And then just go ahead and mix it around. So that's our flour. We don't want any clumps of red cayenne. And then we're going to do our eggs. So, 2 eggs. And what I have here is a 1/4 cup of buttermilk. I'll add to it if I need. Just depends on how many green tomatoes you guys are frying. But I'm going to start with this. Go ahead and mix that. And that is it for our station. Okay guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. Get yourself a paper towel, clean paper towel, and just blot the top of the tomatoes. Perfect. And I'm going to try to do this because I know it's a little tight over here. Okay guys, so I have my station set up for you guys. Hopefully you could see everything, or most of everything. So this is how we're going to work our station. So I have my tomatoes, and what you're going to do is you're going to put them in the flour first. And this is going to be somewhat like the glue, okay? So you want to definitely do your flour first. Shake off the excess. Put it in your buttermilk egg mix. Let it drip. And then put it in your breadcrumbs and cornmeal. Now what we're going to do is we're going to let these sit on the pan, on the rack, for about 15 minutes so they have time to dry. The egg has time to dry and adhere to the tomato, because you don't want to drop it in the hot oil fresh from breading it. The breading will just fall off, okay? So once it's nice and breaded, put it on your rack. And then the next one,
flour, shaky shaky, egg and buttermilk, let it drip, and then breadcrumb and cornmeal. Make sure you guys get in the sides. You want the whole tomato coated. And then put it on your rack.
okay guys, so what I have here is all my green tomatoes, nice and breaded. They've been sitting here for probably about 15 minutes. I just have a pan over here lined with paper towels to catch the oil, and then another rack, okay? You don't want to put the fried green tomatoes directly on a napkin or paper towel because they'll get soggy, okay? So put them on a rack. And then I have my cast iron here and about 1 inch of vegetable oil. I have it on medium. You don't want to put it up too high because we want to cook the inside as well as browning the tomatoes. So just watch it, okay? Don't put your oil too high. So this oil is nice and ready. So I'm going to go ahead and start dropping in my tomatoes. And I'm going to do 3 at a time. I don't want to crowd the pan. When you see it bubbling like that, that's how you know the oil's nice and hot. So we're going to cook these about 4 minutes on each side, okay? Again, so that the inside is cooked and nice and soft, and then the outside is nice and fried, but not burnt, okay? And not undercooked. So I'm going to bring you guys back in about 4 minutes, flip them, and show you what they look like. So these have been frying on this side for 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip them and show you. They're nice golden brown. Ooh, that one's really pretty. You guys can see that. I'm trying to zoom for you guys. So we're going to cook these now on this side for another 4 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead again and put them on my cooling rack over here and continue frying all these babies. I will bring you back over there to do a taste test and show you the inside. So we'll be back, guys. Okay guys, all of my fried green tomatoes are fried and looking and tasting, because I already tasted it, absolutely delicious. I'm super excited about these. When they're done frying, as soon as you take them out and stick them on your rack, hit them with a little bit of salt, just a little bit of salt as soon as it comes out of the pan when it's nice and hot, okay? And I've already eaten a half of one because I needed to, because they smell so good. But I'm going to go ahead and eat another one for you guys and show you the inside. Now before I taste one, these go great with dipping sauces like Rexy's ranch dip dressing, or this is really good with my spicy mayo, if you guys want to go check those out if you've missed them. Okay, so I'm going to taste one for you guys and show you the inside. Now I like mine a little more done, so I'm going to show you this one. Trying to zoom in for you guys. They're nice fried. So cheers, guys. Look at the inside. These are so good, guys. I can't even. They're really, really good. Oh, you can hear the crunch. They're so good, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I always appreciate all your love and support. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.